pray. And not only should we pray, we should come together and lift each other up.
Amen.
Men of every color face adversity in every area of their lives.
That's right.
Today I'll be touching briefly on statistics and a few health topics regarding men.
Okay.
We must become proactive as men because we're going to need God in this thing for our sons to survive. In Texas, at least 1,500 murders are committed yearly by men.
Yeah.
Nowadays, many men are having to step up and raise their kids because mothers are leaving the family for worldly things.
That's right.
Research shows that over 2 million men are raising their children alone today. Providing a roof over the family head, a coat on their back, and food on the table is no longer sufficient.
Amen.
We must make choices on who our children associate with and whom we are exposing them to.
Oh, yes.
Now I'm going to touch briefly on a few health topics.
Alright.
At 50 years old or older, all men should have their prostate checked.
Amen.
A blood test called PSA, which stands for prostate specific antigen, is done by your doctor yearly after 50 years of age. And any time that it is elevated, that's when they go to the next step to do a biopsy of the prostate to determine if it's cancer or not. Early signs of prostate cancer is burning or painful urination, urgency at night, meaning frequency of urinating at night, or a decreased urine flow, or blood in your urine or semen. Men with high cholesterol are at risk of developing heart disease.
Yes.
Once you have a heart attack, that part of your heart dies. That's why at the hospital we use the term that time is muscle. Because once you have a heart attack, that part of your heart dies. So open heart surgery often have to be done when multi-vessels are done. You ever heard what they say they have 2 or 3 arteries blocked? That's what they mean by it. It stands for CABG, which means coronary artery bypass grafting. And what that means is that part of your heart that you have the heart attack in, they take a vessel out of your leg and route it in your heart and give that area blood flow again.
Yes.
So see how good God is?
Ooh, yes. Amen.
Risk factors of heart disease is poor eating habits. Eating lots of fried foods. You don't have to quit everything all at once, just limit your portion.
Yeah.
Every man in here over the age of 18 should be taking an aspirin daily, at least a baby aspirin or a 325 milligram aspirin to reduce your risk of heart attack or stroke.
Man.
High blood pressure is often called the silent killer. And because you don't have any symptoms, that's why it's called that. And you always say, anytime you have high blood pressure, you're always at risk of heart attack or stroke, whether it's controlled or uncontrolled. Your kidneys filter waste and toxins every day. Every day that you go without your blood pressure feeling, you're killing your kidneys.
Amen.
That's the reason why so many people end up on dialysis. Dialysis is a lifetime process. You have to be dialyzed at least 3 times a week unless you receive a kidney transplant. And then if you receive a kidney transplant, you're still not out of the woods because your body has to not reject it. So you're on like 10 to 11 different medicines a day to keep it from rejecting it. And the expense is overwhelming for rejection methods. Okay, the last topic I'm going to talk about is diabetes, which so many Americans have diabetes. Diabetes affects every organ in the body. Starting with the eyes, which it can cause glaucoma, blindness, kidney failure. Because see, glucose carries oxygen. So when your blood sugar is too low or too high, you're not getting a proper amount of oxygen that you need in all areas of your body. So that's why it affects every organ in the body. And see, kidneys depend upon glucose and oxygen to filter. Kidneys filter so much blood a day that it's unreal. So that's why diabetes is a very hard disease to control. You must drink lots of water. Drinking lots of water keeps that sugar broke down to keep it on a balanced level. limit your alcohol intake, eat several small meals a day. Diabetics should eat large meals in one setting. That's why they tell you to eat several small meals and snack in between.
Yeah.
That's to keep your blood sugar balanced. When your blood sugar is too low, it's called hypoglycemia. When it is too high, it's called hyperglycemia. Either one can be dangerous because when it's on the low side, you're almost comatose. And then when it's on the high side, you ever heard of, they say they're in a sugar coma? What that means is the blood sugar probably done went 500 or higher. See, a normal blood sugar should be between not 60, but at least 80 to 120 when you first wake up before you eat anything of the day. If it's over 120, you're what's called a brittle diabetic. So take your medicine as ordered. Yes, you get tired of taking your medicine, but you ever notice how when you're on blood pressure pills and you don't take it at the exact time? How your head starts feeling woozy or whatever? That's your body's circadian rhythm, meaning that it's getting used to taking it at the same time. And anytime that you get off, like if your meds are due in the morning and you miss that morning dose, don't try to catch up with it later. Wait till the next day and take it because you're throwing your body off. You follow me? Okay. In spite of what the doctor says, God is still in control.
That's right.
What are you going to do? Say my prayer. Thank you.
All right. Good job.
Come on, that's useful information. We all know, right?